Hey yo, what's going on everyone? My name is Grizzly and you are watching League EGO's India Invitational version 2. I am super pumped to be bringing this event to you guys and there is so much to talk about, but we'll get to everything one by one. First up, what's this tournament about? It's an 8-team knockout and the teams are fighting for a big prize pool of 50,000 bucks. All the matches are going to be played out as best of 3s guys, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5, and that is planned for the coming Saturday. So if you guys haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure to do so and click on that bell icon so you get notified on when we go live. At this point, you guys are probably like, hey, what even is League EGO, right? And I can help you with that. League EGO is a brand new esports organization that we conduct tournaments both in the US and in India. And our aim is really to create a platform for young talent to get a chance to square off against the best in the business and even perhaps have a go at some of these big prize pools that are available. We are also very focused on building the esports ecosystem in India, which we know is in a delicate place right now, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can from our side to help make that awesome for all of us. Speaking of young talent, we also have a US tournament coming up next week, and the prize pool for that one is going to be $500. And it's going to be a winner take all, and it's different from this tournament in that way. And we have some fresh teams that are just raring to go. It's going to be hosted by my friend Just Alex, so I'm super excited for that one as well. Before moving forward, I also want to thank our music partners Adil and Paloma. If you guys are enjoying the music you're listening to on the stream, please make sure to head over to the description and show your love and support to these music artists. Adil and Paloma are two up-and-coming, super talented indie musicians in India. They make experimental electronic mood music with pop jazz vocal melodies. Wow. So if that sounds like fun to you, make sure you guys head over and give them your support. Next up is the big one. We are running a battle pass giveaway where we have 8 battle passes up for grabs. How does it work? It's pretty simple. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube, join our Discord, and there's a battle pass post on Instagram where you just need to head into the comments and tag 5 of your friends, and boom, just like that, you are eligible to win the battle pass. We're going to be announcing the winners on Thursday and Friday. No, we're going to be announcing the winners on Friday and Saturday. So make sure you guys have registered yourself and you guys get a chance of winning those nice skins. Yeah, so with that, I think I'm done with my announcements. What are we looking at today, folks? We are looking at to these Indian bands, Indian musicians. But for now, I'm going to jump in and take a look at what's happening in the Agent Select. So over on the side of Pistol Esports, who are going to be defending first on Haven. We've got Fuse who's going to be on the Jet. We've got Mindfuck on the Reyna. And guys, this is an interesting one because in our last tournament, we saw Mindfuck pretty much play roles like Killjoy and Sage. And I'm super psyched to see him on Reyna because I understand he's actually a Reyna main. So I can't wait for that. We've got Makachi on the Brimstone. We've got Rude on Sova. And we've got Kronos on Killjoy. Over on the side of Reckoning Esports, we've got Panzer coming in on the Astra, the controller of choice for them. We got Lost Boss on the Breach. That's a big interesting pick there from Team Reckoning Esports. We got JN. I'm going to call him JN, who's going to be on the Jet. We got Trist Boss coming in on the Raze. I'm excited to see him play. And we got Orange Leaf, who's going to be on the Cypher. It looks like we are more or less set, guys. We're going to jump into the map in a second or two, but I am personally excited for this fixture more than any other fixture so far, because I do feel these are 2 of the bigger teams coming into this tournament. I mean, there are a lot of big names, okay, no disrespect to anyone, but these 2 teams really excite me. Pistol Esports were our finalists in the last match, in our last tournament that was a month ago. If you haven't watched that, please head over and check out those videos in our YouTube channel. Team Reckoning Esports, I think they've been exchanging blows with all the big boys in the Indian esports scene right now, with the VLTs and the Global Esports and the Samurai Esports, all the big ones. And we've seen Reckoning Esports, fighting with all those big teams. So I'm super excited to see how this one's going to pan out. We're going to take a quick look at how Pistol Esports are setting up. We've got Kronos, who's going to be on the Killjoy, just cutting down the A side, but it looks like Reckoning Esports, no time to waste at all. Pushing in really quickly, a couple of quick kills here as Rude and Fuse will go down in quick succession here. Mindfuck trying to advance as well.
Last player
Makachi
standing.
will get a headshot
Spike
here, but
planted.
Orange Leaf coming in on that Cypher from that garage position will pick up those last 2 kills, and it's going to be the first round that goes into the bag for Team Reckoning Esports. It all went down a little bit too fast, if you ask me. I think Fuse just got caught out in that C position, but he did get pulled in by an astral gravitational pull, if I'm not mistaken. But it was Reckoning Esports who came out on top of that fight. 1-0 in the favor of Team Reckoning Esports. Let's take a quick look at the economies. So they are going to be going in for those full buys. I can see Astra who's going to stick with that pistol. And on the side of Pistol Esports, they have gone in for a 5-man stack on Seaside. Take a look at this. This is going to be exciting. They've gone in for a full eco, folks. Make no mistake, it's a full eco. And I think JNK is going to spot out the first player. Panther will get the second. Tris will get the third. Pistol Esports players going down fast. Fuse gets one. Mindfuck gets two. Another one.
Last player standing.
And Fuse will pick up a
Spike
second as
down,
well. A
C.
1v2. Now this is not out of reach, folks. Oh, that peak perhaps a little bit too wide from Fuse coming in there. And after losing those first 3 picks, I thought Pistol Esports did really well to pull that back. But in the end, it wasn't to be. And Team Reckoning Esports, as they should, have picked up the second round in this first half. The scoreline, folks, now is looking like 2-0. We are going to be going into a very brief time out, it does appear. Well, perhaps not. We are going to be jumping into this game. Mindfuck here is spotted out in B side. He needs to jump back because Lost Boss is pushing with an agenda. He wants to flash and allow his jet player to just dash onto him. Mindfuck will survive that.
I know
it's coming in.
exactly
The neural theft is going to come out, and this could be dangerous for Kronos. Fuse will get a pick. Kronos will get a trade as well. Chris Boss is there to take that trade. He's down to just Fuse. He will get taken down, and that is round number 3 in the bag for Team Reckoning Esports. That's a strong start for them.
Yes, this should do.
Alright guys, it looks like we are going into a quick technical timeout. I think there's a couple of players who just need something to be sorted out. It's going to give us a chance to take a look at this economy. Now Pistol Esports 3 rounds down. I can't imagine they're going to come in with a full buy or any sort of buy at this point. It's going to be pistols all around, maybe just a little bit of light armor, and try to play for those picks. Reckoning Esports have come out with a statement. They're really coming in hot with a whole lot of aggression on Seaside. We saw that. We saw even though Pistol Esports had a 5-man stack on Seaside, somehow Team Reckoning Esports were able to make that push and make it work as well. Alright guys, this pause is gonna give us a chance. Alright, never mind. The pause is over and we are gonna get back into this game. So we were talking about the economy on the side of Pistol Esports. It's suffering a little bit right now, and I think that's it's gonna mean that they're gonna go in for a full eco, if I'm not mistaken. Choosing not to go with the 5-man stack this time around. They are playing a very split approach. We got I think Rude. Fuse, my apologies, who is on the jet, if I'm not mistaken. He's gonna peek out of garage. He's got a sheriff in his hands. Could be dangerous.
No charges left.
Doesn't quite make contact. Takes a lot of damage from Orange Leaf coming in. And Rude here with that sheriff makes it count. Gets one pick. Elsewhere the trade will come in. He only has one shot left in his sheriff, and Jin from Team Reckoning Esports have gone in. And now it looks like Rude does have a gun to play with.
Last player standing.
Ooh, they could have lined up nicely for them, but it was Mindfuck who gets the pick. But he'll get traded out as well as Lost Boss. Team Reckoning Esports, they've come to play. They've not come to mess around. And they've picked up another round. The scoreline has moved to 4-0. I think Pistol Esports tried their best here with those sheriffs. They got a couple of useful dinks as well. But in the end, definitely outnumbered and not having the firepower that they needed. The scoreline moves to 4-0, folks. And just to remind you guys, this one is a best of 3. So we're going to be heading over to the next couple of maps after this one. And it's going to be interesting to see which of these teams are going to come out on top. Haven is an interesting pick, folks. It's widely regarded, if I can say, as an attacker side of map. And in comes a couple of smokes here. Looks like it's going to be a seaside push. Rude Wow is aware. I'm pretty sure he's giving the callouts to his teammates. Got Makachi on the Brimstone. Mindfuck holding on to Seaside as well. And Fuse here. Does he have an operator? He does have an operator. He will get temporarily stunned, but isn't going to take too much damage. In fact, there's nobody outside of A. And take a look at this push. Somehow raised. Showstopper not connecting there. Mindfuck will get a kill, but the trade is taken. And another pick as well as Makachi goes down. And now it's a 2v4. Never mind that. It's a 1v4. You need to save this op, Fuse. It would just be the wise thing to do. You know they're going to come out and hunt. And Team Reckoning Esports here surely will not allow Fuse to hold on to this operator. Now if they just lose a couple of picks here, this could be big. Lost Boss was not spotted by Fuse, and in that field of view, it was gonna be Team Reckoning Esports coming out on top, and that's a big one here for Pistol Esports. They have lost the operator. It was their everything round. They were really throwing everything at it, and now as a result, they will need to go in for another half-buy round. 4 sheriffs, and Mindfuck even going for full armor because he is on the Reyna, so he's gonna have the flexibility to go in for those additional buys there. On the side of Team Reckoning Esports, they are fully loaded out and all guns blazing. If I can, Lost Boss here is going to blind Makachi. In comes the first flash. Makachi needs to retreat here, and Jin here aggressively dashing in, following that breach flash. And B side is completely compromised, and Reckoning Esports, in fact, moving it towards the A side. He's trying to be a little bit of a bully here. Kronos will get a pick. And Fuse has somehow survived. That is managed to walk back in towards the A shot. And Rude here smartly jumping over that Cypher tripwire. This could be big.
Spike planted.
Ooh, that peak was lightning fast, wasn't it? And Orange Leaf will be there to pick up that trade as Mindfuck goes down as well. Fuse will get a useful pick here. And Trist Boss bought a peek with that satchel. A 6th round in the bag for Team Reckoning Esports. And Team Pistol Esports need to pull some rounds back here. I know they were on an eco last time around.
I need this.
But surely they'll be looking for... Ooh, that was a crisp headshot from Fuse. But take a look at this peek coming in from Trist Boss. I mean, Trist Boss he is one of those players that you see on the Rays. Absolute demolition. Absolute demolition. I've seen him play in some of these other tournaments, guys. And he's just fire. The start of round number 7. Team Reckoning Esports once again. This time, a different move. They're going to walk in. The breach flash is going to give them some room to get in, and Kronos gets picked off way too easily, in my opinion. He's a killjoy. You need to hold down that side. It's a useful pick here coming in from from Mindfuck and the Hunter's Fury, as well as the Orbital Strike, and a whole bunch of ults coming in. And with that, they managed to pick up a couple of kills. They are a bit low, and a nice white peak coming in from Fuse here. We'll get the pick on Orange Leaf, and now we're looking at a 2v2 situation. Pistol Esports will be hungry to put on their first round. And just as I say that, in comes the Rolling Thunder from Lost Boss, but to no avail, as Root just casually walks in from CT and picks up both those kills. And Pistol Esports, a much needed round on the board for them, opening their account at 6-1. I'm sure they will breathe a sigh of relief after that one. 6-1 on the board now, and surely this will do wonders to their economy as well. They should be able to come in with full buys, pretty much all of them. On the side of Team Reckoning Esports, they got a buffer. Take a look at their economies. Thanks to this 5-win margin between the two teams, it's really allowed Reckoning Esports to sort of run away from an economy standpoint. And so far ahead, can afford to lose a couple of more rounds and still will be comfortable with that full buy. So we're just going to have to see how consistently Pistol Esports is going to be able to pick up more and more rounds.
Get out of my way.
Round number 8, and this one is looking like a no-nonsense push in towards the B side. They are temporarily slowed down. Dude here manages to get a pick. Doesn't get a second because Jin is there to get the trade with a Blade Storm. And Fuse is going to get taken down as well as Lost Boss comes in. And now after picking up those 2 kills, Team Reckoning Esports have decided to fall back and have made a full rotation towards the C side. But Kronos is one step ahead of them. He is already here. He needs to make this one count. Falling back, and a wise choice there. He did have the lockdown as an option, and now Team Reckoning Esports have a decision to make, and the decision is to plant, and they want to hold their ground. They need to fall back as soon as possible. Team Pistol Esports do have control of the site. They do have a man disadvantage. And Lost Boss is going to be such a nuisance here. He will not allow it. An Orange Leaf through that smoke, getting a couple of kills, and Panzer will be there to pick up the 3rd as well. And a 7th round on the board for Team Reckoning Esports. This is a strong start from them, making a statement on Haven. And I thought Breach was the one who was going to be the nuisance there, but really it was Cypher in the end. Orange Leaf coming on top. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboards, and as you guys can see, it's another eco round for Team Pistol Esports. They're going to go in for a 5-man Sheriff buy. But yeah, it's going to be Trist Boss and Orange Leaf who are really bossing the affairs here so far with 10 kills apiece, and almost an instant kill as soon as the round began onto Makachi. I think this was at B side. And Kronos, what a pick that was with the Sheriff. And Fuse getting a pick as well with the Sheriff. These Sheriff dinks are coming in handy here. And what's the move? What's the move for Team Reckoning Esports? Do they go in towards this A side? Fuse holding an excellent position. Are they not aware? Are they not aware? And Fuse will finally get traded out. But I think he's done enough. I think he's done a lot. Trist Boss here definitely heard those footsteps, and that was unfortunate here for Rue. The timing on that could not have been worse. He's now down to just Mindfuck. Does he have a gun? I don't think he does, but he might just get one from A-Link. And it could be game on here.
Spike planted.
He's going to be making his way in towards the CT side, and Trist Boss seems to be indicating that Breach should probably hold that angle. But Lost Boss is quite content for now, just watching the CT side. They know where Mindfuck's coming from. And that headshot was very, very crisp. It was very fast, and there's not much Pistol Esports is able to do to stem the flow here. It's Team Reckoning Esports who are really sort of dominating this match so far. And we've seen in the past as well, Pistol Esports, I don't know if Haven has been a map that has been the best for them in terms of their results. It'll be interesting to see the analytics on that, but this time around it does appear that Reckoning Esports are
Out of charges. Out.
making it look a bit easy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they've been dominant, and now once again is that kind of a push from them. Let's take a look at this, and in comes the ooh, that's gonna be an easy pick here from Trist Boss, and Fuse getting a good pick with that operator through garage, and this nade could be the end for him. He will survive that, but Trist Boss is pushing him.
Spike planted.
And he will get picked off as well, and the AWP going down.
Last player standing.
Trist Boss came face to face with Kronos and Mindfuck. It doesn't matter because he's going to go ahead and pick up an ace. And a 9th round on the board for Team Reckoning Esports. What a statement this has been so far. Take a look at these peaks. I mean, he has been absolutely spot on. He's relentless. He doesn't give up. Trist Boss. He's here to play. I mean, when you're down 9-1 in the first half, what are you thinking about, right? How do you control this? How do you change things around? How do you stay positive and think about a win despite being down 8 rounds? And that's just unfortunate here. He will get picked off through the smoke. And Makaji should have connected that headshot. That was his kill.
Tripwire destroyed.
The plant is going to go down, and interestingly, a couple of sheriff picks here now. A 4 versus 3. Team Pistol Esports do have the man advantage, but I wish I could say the same about their weapons. They managed to pick up a couple of rifles here, so it's not all bad. We've got Rude and Brim and Makachi here with guns. And if Makachi doesn't check his right, he will, but Trist Boss is just too fast for him. Trist Boss is too fast for everybody. He's picked up another kill, and that nade doing so much damage to Mindfuck, forcing him into the corner. That it became so easy for Lost Boss to just peek out of garage and get that final pick. And all of a sudden, we are just at 10-1, folks. And it's very possible that this could be 11-1. We're going to take a look at the economies for Pistol Esports. So they do have the guns. And Fuse does have the operator as well on him.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
And it looks like it's going to be an A side push though. Fuse is positioned with the operator. Ooh, that's a good Hunter's Fury. He has tagged at least 2 or 3 players. He couldn't get a kill on any of them. But it'll be interesting to see how Rude is going to work this one out. He had a lot of players to deal with, and Mindfuck will get a useful pick here. Tries to get the heal and somehow survives. The neural theft coming in from Orange Leaf. Didn't seem to have a gun, interestingly, and now we're looking at a 4v4 retake. It's a full buy round, so everyone's got the guns. And Orange Leaf here. Oh my god. Team Reckoning Esports are really putting on a show here. Getting that wallbang shot through heaven. Panzer will get a kill. Orange Leaf will get a kill. Lost Boss will get a kill. And Team Reckoning Esports
Switching sides.
have made this first half look like a joke. 11-1 on the board, folks. 11-1. Only 2 more rounds needed to wrap up this game. I'm eager to see what Pistol Esports is going to do on the side of attack. But you got to think that at 11-1, that does something to your morale, and it really takes a lot of character to be able to bounce back from a situation like this. But that's what these guys have set out to do. They want to be esports athletes, and that's what they need to show here. And Pistol Esports, it'll be interesting to see how they are lining up. It does look like they are fairly concentrated in towards this mid section. Maybe it's going to be a garage and B, or maybe even a C. We're just going to have to go and check it out. A quick look at the scoreline. Trist Boss, what are you doing? 21-6. Bro. And what's happening here? It looks like Reckoning Esports actually pushed out of C long, looking for the fight. And weren't met with anyone, so they have decided to fall back. A good move. A bold move to go for the push down C long. I'm not gonna lie. Panzer is gonna come face to face with Fuse in just a second. Goes into the astral form at the wrong time, maybe.
Down.
And Fuse will get that first pick. That is going to be useful. Kronos gets a pick on Lost Boss, but Trist Boss is there to take the trade. Rude is there to come and pick him off as well. And now we're looking at a 4v2 situation. Jin here with a frenzy gets a pick onto Rude. And Orange Leaf now aware of Mindfuck's position. Trying to jump peek here with the classic. And Mindfuck is there to take the trade.
Stay down.
Jin will finally take him down. It's a 1v2. Both Fuse and Makachi are a little bit low.
One enemy
And
remaining.
somehow he makes that dash work. No! Jin, what did you just do? It's a 1v4 and I think he just clutched it. A 4k coming in from them. He's going to get an easy defuse as well. And that is going to be round number 12 on the board. And I could have sworn that Pistol Esports had that round in the bag. It was, I'm pretty sure it was a 1v3 or a 1v4 situation, and somehow
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astros to play some
JN.
stars.
These guys are having a great game.
That goes there.
That was something else, guys. I mean, take a look at the numbers. I mean, they speak for themselves. Trist Boss is on 22 and 7. This man is unleashed right now. And once again, take a look at this. Pushing out of C long. This is absolute bullying. He's going to get one pick. And he's going to pick off a second one as well. As Mindfuck goes down. The spike is in full control of Trist Boss.
One enemy remaining.
And he does go down eventually to Kronos, who will get traded out almost instantly. And folks, this could just be the match here. They actually are going in for a knife, and that is unfortunate for Pistol Esports as Team Reckoning Esports. I cannot believe what I have just seen, folks. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. A 13-1 scoreline on Haven, and Team Reckoning Esports have completely blown Pistol Esports out of the water. I mean, take a look at these stats. 490, an average combat score of 490 for Trist Boss. 24 and 8. That is unbelievable. I mean, JN with those 7 first bloods, 14 kills to his name as well. This was not a matchup, guys. I mean, you have to feel for Pistol Esports at this point of time. What does this do to your morale? What does this do to your confidence? They need to find it in them to come back somehow. But wow, what a game we just witnessed. Whew, I think I'm over it now. We're going to be jumping into our next map very, very soon, guys. But just before I leave you, I want to quickly talk about our Battle Pass giveaway once again. And if you haven't yet registered, the instructions are in the link below in the description. Please be sure to check it out. But I'll explain it for you guys. You just need to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube, join our Discord, and there's a nifty little Instagram post where you need to leave a comment with 5 of your friends tagged, and you will be eligible to win the Battle Pass. And we are going to be announcing the winners on Friday and Saturday, so be sure to tune into that stream, and the results will be also posted on Instagram, so don't worry about it if you miss it, but be there. But yeah, that's the end of map 1. 13-1. I still can't believe it. But hopefully we're going to see somewhat of a comeback from Pistol Esports in the second map, and we'll be back with that stuff very soon. I'm going to leave you guys with a video. This is from our music partners Adil and Paloma. If you guys enjoy it, make sure you jump into the description and support them on their Spotify links. They are a wonderful music duo. They make experimental electronic mood music with pop and jazz vocal melodies. So be sure to show them your support, guys. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with map 2 very, very soon.
Turn the lights up, I'm feeling it. Not too serious, I'm killing this vibe. Need a boogie bed by my side. Existential every other day. Can't stop the mind from running to the grave, but I'ma try. I need my black and white delight. I just smile at a stranger. I'm not looking for danger. They gon' call me deranged, but I don't really care. Don't you step on my sunshine. I'm not looking to waste time. Just wanna let it all go and dance the night away. Go on disco and let's dance. The lights and night, let's take a chance. I play soccer for romance, so come on disco and let's dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. deranged, but I don't really care. Don't you step on my sunshine. I'm not looking to waste time. Just wanna let it all go and dance the night away. Go on disco and dance. Tonight's the night, let's take a chance. I'm a sucker for romance, so come on disco and dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Disco and dance. Tonight's the night, let's take a chance. I'm a sucker for romance, so come on disco and dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Turn the lights up, I'm feeling it. Not too serious, I'm killing this vibe. Need a boogie bed by my side. Existential every other day. Can't stop the mind from running to the grave, but I'ma try. I need my black and white delight. Not just smile at a stranger. I'm not looking for danger. They gon' call me deranged, but I don't really care. Don't you step on my sunshine. I'm not looking to waste time. Just wanna let it all go and dance the night away. Go on disco and dance. Tonight's the night, let's take a chance. I'm a sucker for romance, so come on disco and dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. Dance all night, we gonna dance all night. Dance with me. The night is young, but my thoughts are getting old. Step a little bit closer, make me swallow my pride. Drive me crazy tonight. Melancholic words on a sick beat. Look at this groove like a bolt from my blues I rise. My boogie bear is not too shy. Might just smile at a stranger. I'm not looking for danger. They gon' call me deranged, but I don't really care. Don't you step on my sunshine. I'm not looking to waste time. Just wanna let it all go and dance the night away. Go on disco and
Alright, let's go. It's time for map number 2, folks, and this time we are at Ascent. Wow, what did we just witness in Haven? Team Reckoning Esports turning the heat up 13-1. I haven't seen Pistol Esports lose like that in a while. But I'm all psyched for Ascent. We should be good to go. In just a second, we're going to jump into the Agent Select. But just before that, guys, I want to remind you guys to please make sure you register for the Battle Pass giveaway. We're going to be announcing the results on Friday and Saturday. And the instructions on how to register are in the description down below. So make sure you guys check it out. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please do so. Makachi is gonna move in towards the Killjoy, it looks like. We got Rude, who's gonna be on the Jet this time around, and Fuse and him just sort of doing a straight swap for agents. Fuse is gonna be on the Sova, and Mindfuck, interestingly, is gonna be on the Race. So that's an interesting choice for Ascent, and I'm looking forward to how they are going to line up against this team. Let's take a quick look, guys, at the positions of Team Reckoning Esports. They are the ones who are defending this time around.
Right there. Right there. Checking the situation. That'll work.
Alright. So immediately Pistol Esports are fully concentrated outside of this B bomb site, have now made their way in towards mid. Jin is going to get the first pick here in B main, and Reckoning Esports continue the aggression. Two players pushing in towards B main have gotten control of the spike. And Trist Boss here, he continues his onslaught. A flawless round for Team Reckoning Esports to start things off on Ascent. The scoreline is now at 1-0. Interesting move there from Reckoning Esports, pushing out of B main and somehow lucking out because the spike was actually there with that player, and they get such a firm control of the spike. And even though Pistol Esports, the remaining members, were pushing in from mid in towards the B bomb site, there was too much left to do after that because the spike control was lost. And now Pistol Esports will be coming in, I think, with a full save round. That's right, they're going to be doing a full save on the side of Reckoning Esports. More or less a full save. And what's
Spike
going
down.
on here? They are
player
aggressing. They are aggressing every single round. Kronos is the last player alive, and Trist Boss has picked up another 3k in round number 2, and a second round in the bag as well for Reckoning Esports. Team Pistol Esports will be looking in for a full buy this time around, and Team RGE surely will be going in for the bonus. It does look like they're going to go in for the bonus. Interesting choice there from Lost Boss. He's going to go in for a Sheriff buy. Orange Leaf is going to stick with a Spectre, but is going to go in with half armor. On the side of Pistol Esports, they do have a full buy round, it does look like. And once again, it looks like a very similar play once again. 4 players this time around in mid link, and Trist Boss here coming out with a run it back immediately, starting on top. Does get shut down, but it's quite manageable. JN here, he had a clue that someone was there, and it was Fuse who waited for that sound cue, and just goes in and gets that pick. So a first pick for Pistol Esports. I think they may want to just slow things down a bit and trying to figure out what they want to do from here. For now, it looks like Kronos, Makachi, and Rude are all pushing and making their way in towards this B bomb side. They've let Trist Boss down to just 3 HP, and he's fallen back. He's going to go in for that heal. He needs to stay on the molly if he wants to heal, though. He manages to get up to 40 HP. Rude has managed to dash his way in. And eventually that gunfight comes to an end. But Trist Boss here is there to pick up another 3k. And making it work with that Spectre. It is down to just Fuse. Gets the pick onto Panzer, who was on CT side. He wasn't quite sure where he was. And now it's a 1v1. Fuse versus Trist Boss. What's going to be the play? And Trist Boss has managed to heal up all the way to 100 HP. And he does get spotted out. Ooh, that was a close call. Now if Trist Boss does not stop this plant, he could have stopped the plant, but he chose not to. He's made the rotate around. Fuse wasn't prepared for that, and now he moves back towards the second lane. Take a look at this. Tries to wide peak, but he was very low, and Trist Boss with a 4k will go ahead and pick up another round for Team Reckoning Esports.
We good.
Well, this was the full buy round for Team Pistol Esports, so they may be feeling just a little bit hard done that they did lose that round in the end. Trist Boss just held on to that first lane. I mean, he didn't really do anything else. He just held on to the first lane and waited for his teammates to arrive. And he chose his gunfights really well and came out on top. He started the round with a Spectre, hands up with a Phantom, a 4K, and also the round in the bag. So a good round, I would say, for Team Reckoning Esports, but they are really putting on a masterclass here, it has to be said.
Let's see
Team
now.
Pistol Esports struggling to find that form just to get going maybe, and hopefully we'll see something from them now. But for now, it's been pretty much a Reckoning Esports show so far. A save round coming in for Pistol Esports. It looks like a 5-man Sheriff buy. They do this very often and they've done it again. Mindfuck here. Interesting pick with a nade onto Panzer.
Cover going out.
And I don't know if Mindfuck is aware, but he and Lost Boss were just separated by a window. And now Jin gets a pick with the operator and falls back immediately. Lost Boss will capitalize and get a pick. Gets a second pick.
One enemy remaining.
Nearly gets a third
Spike
one.
down
And once
mid.
again is down to just Fuse, who is on A site. And I'm not sure if Jin is aware.
Standing ahead.
Fuse gets one pick. Almost secures the second one, but he was very low on HP, and Trist Boss will go ahead and pick up that kill. And a 4th round in the bag for Reckoning Esports. Pistol Esports will be able to go in for the full buys this time around. Let's take a quick look at their ultimate status. So we do have a 100 back from Trist Boss again. And can I remind you guys that Trist Boss is sitting at 12-0 right now. He is literally sitting on 12-0 right now. He's got a runner back available. Jin's got the Blade Storm available. And on the side of Pistol Esports, we do have Hunter's Fury for Fuse,
Quick peeks now.
which might come into play maybe in a post-plant situation, maybe to get side control. I'm not quite sure, but we've continually seen Pistol Esports do this. They do have a player over at top mid as the rest of the team try to show presence in this mid-link area. Rude here is going to get tagged by that drone and will get taken down completely. Wow. Getting tagged in that drone, and that was lethal for Rude. Makachi will get a reverse pick on Trist Boss. Now that could be huge, and I just want to call out here, that's the first death that Trist Boss has had in this game so far. Ooh, Fuse here had the number on Jen. He had the number on Jen there.
Standing ahead.
Mindfuck elsewhere doing the damage. Gets a kill onto Trist Boss.
Spike down A.
So the run it back did get shut down, and now we're looking at a 4v3. Mindfuck here looking good on the raid, getting another pick. Maybe this is what they needed. Maybe they just needed an inspiring agent pick from one of their players. And just as I say that, Orange Leaf is going to be there to pick up the pick, and now Pistol Esports are down to their last 2 players. Fuse.
Last player standing.
And Kronos, who is on the Omen,
Right
who's
here.
on the generator. And Lost Boss will be there to pick up that kill. A 5th round is going to go in the bag for Team Reckoning Esports. And I think it's fair to say that they're putting down a stamp of authority on this game so far. Team Pistol Esports have struggled to find their form in this match. We saw a similar approach in Haven as well from Reckoning Esports, and they've just been all guns blazing, like even in attack or defense, it doesn't matter. They've been pushing out of the main and doing ridiculous things. We saw this in the first match as well from Smoke A coming in from Team Fangs, and just using the economy boost to their advantage, using their momentum to their advantage. Team Reckoning Esports just doing the best they can to build this lead into something that will be
Revealing area.
insurmountable, hopefully, in a couple of rounds. But surely Pistol Esports will have something to say about that. Surely. Rude here with the Blaze Storm. Can he make it work? He does have Mindfuck for support, and Jin is going to be opping, and they know exactly where he is now. Doesn't matter, he's going to pick off Mindfuck. And Rude as well. Jin has been amazing with this operator. He has been such an impact player for them. Not to mention Trist Boss as well, but
Blocking vision.
talk about getting purchased from a weapon investment, and with an investment of 4,700 credits on our operator. I mean, The return on that is pretty high.
One enemy remaining.
And
Spike
Pistol Esports
down
players
A.
falling quick and fast here, down to just Makachi. Face-to-face with the op. And Jin uncharacteristically missing that op shot. But Panzer was there to pick up that kill. 6-0 on the board, folks. 6-0 on the board. And if you're watching this as a neutral right now, you have to say that the momentum is surely on the side of Team Reckoning Esports. If you're a Pistol Esports fan right now, then it's probably not the best thing for you guys to be watching right now. But take nothing away, guys. Take nothing away from Reckoning Esports. Okay, they're doing this, and they're making it work for them. Lost Boss now with an Odin. Just gonna put out that reveal and get ready for some wall banging through this wall. I think Makachi was aware here what the play was, and he just perhaps intentionally then getting spotted out. Pistol Esports looks like they are on a half buy, guys. It does look like they are on a half buy. They've managed to pick up one kill with the Sheriff. Jin here is making life very, very difficult for them with this operator. He's just not going to allow this to happen. Does take some damage and was getting vulnerable to Makachi, but Lost Boss was there to pick up the trade. Fuse has managed to sneak his way in towards this A site. He does have a spike on him as well. Also the Hunter's Fury, if that's an option. And now he'll come face to face with Orange. What a pick that was from him. What a peek and what a flick to the head. That's a good recon here. Team Reckoning Esports combining beautifully there to take down Fuse in that particular situation. You can see here he was close to getting the second headshot, but that distraction coming in from A Heaven forced him to turn around, and that was his undoing. And Team Reckoning Esports here will pick up another round. Pistol Esports, it was an eco for them. We're going to have to see them bounce back this time. It's going to be a full buy from them. Lost Boss is going to try and bully players outside of B main with his Odin once again.
Placing alarm box.
A quick look at the ultimates, guys. Reckoning Esports have 3 ultimates on them. They got the Blade Storm and the Lockdown, as Mindfuck will get the first pick onto Panzer. That could be handy. Kronos seems to be indicating that there's someone on ace shot, but no, there's actually someone in market, and this time it's Rude. They finally get the pick on Jin, and this has been like a closed door for them, really jumping through this market area, and finally they've been able to do it. They need to be careful here, though. Lost Boss is still on the B side. He has an Odin in his hands. This could be lethal.
Gone. One enemy remaining.
He does get both those picks, and Pistol Esports, all of a sudden, they were starting to look a bit strong in that particular round. All of a sudden are now in a 1v2 situation with a numbers disadvantage, but I think Fuse has been smart about rotating quickly, so he's going to get this plan down. He has a couple of shock darts, and he's got his recon, and he has the Hunter's Fury.
Standing ahead.
I wonder if that's going to be enough. And he prepares for this retake. Both players now coming in from the CT side. Orange Leaf does have the lockdown as an option. I wonder. In fact, all 3 players with their ultimates are available. So a Sova ult, a Hunter's Fury can perhaps be undone by a Hunter's Fury. But Orange Leaf here was too quick here for the team. And Reckoning Esports is going to go ahead and pick up another round on the board. This is starting to look really easy for them, folks. This is starting to look like a pushover here. Reckoning Esports, dominant display from them so far. 8-0, they've given away nothing. And perhaps Pistol Esports need to take a second here and figure out how they can use their ultimates to get an entry into the site. Maybe they just need to win more gunfights. But Trist Boss once again here. 12-2, and Jin with 11-5. He has been such a menace with that operator in the midsection, not allowing any access or any map control to Pistol Esports. This is some top tier Valorant we are watching right here, folks. Pistol Esports this time around, different approach. They want to go through B main, looks like. And yeah, that's going to be the trouble. That always is going to be the trouble here. Trist Boss comes in and gets 2 picks. As Lost Boss here with the Odin continues to inflict the damage. And they've lost a couple of players in that. They managed to get one trade, so we are looking at a 3v4 now. And as if things were not difficult enough, Jin here has brought his operator and come out.
Spike down B.
And somehow Fuse somehow
Last player standing.
trying to survive that, and it was not to be. Team Pistol Esports are not being allowed entry into B main, and Reckoning Esports continuing to dominate in this game so far. We're going to take a quick look at the scoreboard here, and you can see, here's where you can see Pistol Esports perhaps not able to win the gunfights that they need in order to secure the round for themselves. On the side of Team Reckoning Esports, it was a strong performance from both their duelists coming in, Phoenix and Jet. Tristboss. I mean, Tristboss was unstoppable on the race and on Haven, right? He was unstoppable, and now
Placing swarm
on the
grenade.
Phoenix once again 14-3. I mean, that's pretty good. What's the move here from Pistol Esports? They do have 4 ultimates again, and maybe they just need to use those instead of relying on those gunfights if things aren't working out for you. They do have the Hunter's Fury, they've got the Showstopper, they've got the Lockdown, and they've got the Omen from the Shadows. So a lot to work with here in terms of Reckoning Esports. They also have 3 ultimates. They've got the Bladestorm, they've got the Cosmic Divide from Astra, and they've got their own Lockdown as
Alarm
well.
bot down.
9-0. Now, can we for a second think about putting ourselves in the position of a team that's losing 9-0? I mean, what's going through your mind? How do you
Here.
motivate your players? How do you motivate your team? And not feel completely
Fire in the hole!
demoralized. And
You should run.
here's one way to do it. Mindfuck pulling out the Showstopper. Somehow didn't get that pick, and never mind, he will pick it up eventually. He does get traded out by Panzer, who is sitting in Courthouse. And
30
Lost
seconds
Boss here
left.
sneakily
down, B.
coming in from CT side and gets a couple of those picks. Panzer is going to get knifed, it looks
Last
like.
player standing.
And somehow, Reckoning Esports have managed to save that player who was detained and get both the picks as well, and a 10th round on the board for Team Reckoning Esports. Pistol Esports now definitely in a difficult position from an economy standpoint. At 10-0, if you are forced to do another eco round, it's a tough place to be in. Nonetheless, they will continue on. Fuse does have a Bulldog, and I think he's just like, I need to do this. He's pulled out his Bulldog. It's a full buy for him. If they lose this round, they will be forced to go in for an eco. And Fuse is going to pull out their Hunter's Fury early on. He does tag a player. In fact, he will take Panzer down. A couple of kills here.
See ya.
And all of a sudden, Pistol Esports have woken up, have picked up 3 fast
One
kills.
enemy remaining.
And it's just one player alive. It's going to be Jin with the operator. They need to put this dude to bed, because if not, he can do a lot of damage. Fuse somehow missing all his shots here.
Enemy kill.
Jin will go ahead and pick up that kill as well. Is he going to pull this off, folks? No, he's not. Makachi is there to pick up that pick with his Sheriff. And with 14 HP
Last
on the
round
board,
before
I
the
think
switch.
Pistol Esports will breathe a sigh of relief as they pick up the first round of the game at 10-1. And make no mistake, folks, make no mistake. Both these teams are professional and high quality teams. But
Placing swarm
you
grenade.
can't take anything away from Reckoning Esports. They've just
Placing
been
swarm grenade.
unstoppable today.
Placing swarm
Orange Leaf
grenade.
here with the setup on the B side, maybe expecting a B push. Pistol
There.
Esports once again, all 5 players in
Get
mid
out of
lane.
my way.
Out comes the Bladestorm from Rude. Gets the pick onto Lost Boss.
Spike down.
Somebody
mid.
needs to take down Tristboss. He is doing so much damage here in mid. He is on his run it back, and he picks up a couple of kills there. Fuse
Out
will
of
be able
charge.
to salvage the spike now. It's a 2v4. The numbers advantage for Team Reckoning Esports. Jin somehow missing, not landing that shot with the operator.
One enemy remaining.
And it looks like Fuse is going to get detained with the Killjoy lockdown. And maybe they weren't aware because of the
Switching
cosmic divide. Was that a genius move from Reckoning Esports? And Fuse here getting detained and gets knifed. Much disrespect, guys. But yeah, I mean, Reckoning Esports, they're doing it, guys. They're going for it. They're not holding back. They're here to win, guys. They're here to win. And Pistol Esports now find themselves at the end of this unfortunate looking scoreline, 11-1. How do you even begin to construct a comeback from this position? 11-1. We'll see what they have to offer. They have gone in for, well, it is a pistol round, so I can see a couple of frenzies. I can see a ghost on the side of Pistol Esports and a couple of classics.
Tactics.
4 pistol purchases for Reckoning Esports, all except Orange Leaf, who's going to stick with that classic.
Careful now.
Reckoning Esports here looking very aggressively, wanting to move in towards the A side here. Get a couple of picks early on as Makachi and Rudwa both will go down. Mindfuck trying his best to go back into cover, but he wasn't going to be able to do that ever. And now he's down to just Kronos, and I think he's got way too much to do. And a flawless victory. And I think this is just the momentum that Reckoning Esports have brought into this map from that last map. And now we're looking at 12-1 on the scoreboard.
BYB fam, going to Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
I mean, Pistol Esports have to force buy this round, right? They need to force buy this round. There's no way that you're going to save. I can see the buys. It looks like they're going in for a couple of Sheriffs, a couple of Marshals, and a Bucky. And Mindfuck this time around is on the B side. He did spot the Jet going through. It's one pick. The second pick as well.
Down B.
Jen here continuing the onslaught in towards the CT side. It's a 2v2.
Out of charges.
Last player standing.
And Fuse gets the pick onto Jin as well. A nice blind coming in from Kronos. Combining well there, both the players. It's now down to just Lost Boss, who is in first lane. He does have a Spectre advantage, and the other two players do have
Player
Sheriffs.
standing.
Thanks.
And that is going to be
Attackers
the
win.
round,
I'm not tired.
the map,
Are you?
and the match for Team Reckoning Esports. Folks, that took a lot less time than I imagined it would. I kid you not, guys. But this is what we're looking at right now. Another 13-1 on the board. And Team Reckoning Esports making a statement with this performance. They're here to win, guys. They're here to win this big prize. A strong dominant performance from them in map number 2 as well. And looks like we are not going to be headed to map number 3. This is going to be a wrap. But here's a quick look at the scoreboard for you guys. Trist Boss once again 20-5. What's this guy made of? An average combat score of 383. RGE Jin not far behind, 19-7. Good performance from him. Pistol Esports were perhaps a little bit slow to start off in this map as well, and I think it was only Fuse who was really starting to get his gunfights going. And I think it was absolute carnage, guys. It was difficult to watch if you're a Pistol Esports fan. I sympathize with you guys, but take nothing away from Reckoning Esports. They deserve this victory. They play like champions tonight. But yeah, wow, what a game that was, guys. Just before we wrap things up, I want to quickly talk about a couple of things, guys. Make sure you guys have checked out our instructions on the Battle Pass giveaway. I know I'm talking about it a lot, but I think you guys have a big chance of winning because we have 8 Battle Passes that we're giving away. And we're going to be announcing the winners on Friday and Saturday. So make sure that you guys have done all the instructions that you guys need to before that date. And I also want to take this chance to thank our music partners Adil and Paloma. Adil and Paloma are 2 brilliant musicians on the indie scene. They're bursting on right now. They make experimental electronic mood music with the pop jazz vocal melodies, and that sounds like a lot of fun. In fact, if you're enjoying the music on the stream right now, then make sure to go ahead and show them some love. All their Spotify links are in our description down below. Wow, I think that's a wrap, folks. That has been an interesting match day 1. We did see Team Fangs coming out on top in the match, in the first match, and Team Reckoning Esports coming out on top in the second. Tomorrow we've got another couple of games lined up for you guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys are subscribed, like the stream if you haven't yet done it, and tomorrow should be a lot of fun too. Once we're done with match day number 2, we're going to head into the semi-finals on Thursday, on Friday, my apologies, and then the grand finals on Saturday. And that's what this week looks like for us. So thanks so much guys for watching. I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys in the next one. On your way out, please enjoy this song. This one is called Realize by Underground Authority.